Hey gorgeous, it's Ker-leen. Thank you so much for tuning back into my channel. In today's video, I will be doing sort of a first impression and wear test on a fragrance that I just got in the mail. I was getting ready to film some content today and this fragrance just arrived. So as you can imagine, I am so excited to smell this fragrance and to talk to you all about it. The fragrance I'm talking about is Lattafa's newest Opulent Dubai. If you're interested to hear my thoughts on this fragrance, then please keep watching. Hey friend, I hope that you are doing well whenever you're watching this, and I hope that this video can bring a little bit of joy into your day. Thank you so much for being here with me. If you're new here on this channel, I talk luxury, I do review videos, I share my fragrance journey, a little bit of lifestyle, and in every single video I share some encouragement. So if any of those things pique your interest, then I would love to have you here. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and also be sure to turn on that notification bell so you know exactly when my videos drop. All right, let's get into it. So this is the fragrance right here. Absolutely loving the velvet material that is on this box. I don't know if you can see that, but it's a velvet-like material. I also love the gold accents on this box. Feels very luxe. I love how they try to give us a little bit of luxury for our coin. Ooh, this bottle is very interesting. I love the flecks of gold all over the bottle. The cap is beautiful as well. It says opulent all around. And then the front, absolutely love the emblem. This is a really gorgeous bottle. This will look absolutely amazing on a perfume tray or a vanity. I just love all of the details. Now, let's talk about the scent. Opulent Dubai is supposed to be a dupe of God of Fire by the brand Stéphane Humbert Lucas 777. This fragrance is supposed to have a tropical essence. It's supposed to feel very fresh, fruity, a little bit woody, a little bit musky, and overall just a very rich and fresh, spicy sort of scent. The top notes are mango, lemon, grapefruit, and ginger. Middle notes are jasmine, cedarwood, and violet, and base notes are woods, benzoin, ambergris, and oak moss. Very nice atomizer. This smells so good. So good. Wow. Let me spray this on my skin and also on my clothes. Okay, so initial impression. This smells absolutely beautiful. It's a perfect summertime scent, but this is the kind of fragrance that can be worn year-round because it smells very rich and very complex. I'm not familiar with the original fragrance, but I do have another dupe that I really love that's mixed with some like lactonic tones by Juliana's Perfume. It is supposed to have the God of Fire DNA, and so I do recognize that DNA right away. It's definitely here. So right away, this fragrance smells absolutely incredible. What I will say though is that I was expecting this to smell a little bit stronger, a little bit more potent. Honestly, I was expecting this to be beast mode right away, and it's not giving beast mode. It's giving more moderate projection. And I'm not mad at that, but it's definitely not what I was expecting. And while I do have a lot of Lattafa fragrances that I can wear right away, I do have a few of them that completely changed overnight. I sprayed them when they first arrived, and by the next evening, they were a completely different fragrance. And so I do have high hopes for this fragrance in terms of projection. Now, this is wearable right now. I can wear this out right away. It's just not giving me the performance that I expected based on the description by the brand. As you saw, I sprayed it on my skin, I sprayed it on my clothes, I sprayed it in my hair, and in my opinion, I kind of went in with it just now, and it's not really blowing me out of the water in terms of projection. Now, in terms of scent, this smells absolutely delicious. This is giving tropical luxury. So the scent is a 10 out of 10 for me. I did get a little bit of the zest and the zing from the ginger, although I do feel like the ginger will probably develop the longer this fragrance sits. But initially, there was a little bit of a zest and zing in the opening. I don't know how to describe that. It's like a touch of soapiness to the mango. So this has a very fresh, juicy, vibrant, and tropical opening. I love the opening. As this is drying down, I'm getting the woodiness. It definitely has like a very, very soft woodiness and also a touch of greenness so that the mango doesn't smell overripe. It doesn't smell juvenile. It smells like a mango that has just reached a ripening point and still has a ways to go in terms of how ripe the mango can get. I do also feel like the wittiness and the greenness will probably develop the longer this sits. So stay tuned because I'll definitely be back with more thoughts on this fragrance. As of right now though, it smells absolutely amazing. Yeah, this is one of those fragrances that smells luxurious. It smells sweet and fruity, but it has a little sexiness to it. It's very refined. It smells opulent, like the name would imply. I definitely agree with that. On my skin, the wittiness does come through a little bit stronger, but it's nothing overwhelming. It's not a wood forward fragrance. It's just that it definitely has more of a witty presence on my skin. And then on my skin, I'm also getting something that feels like a caramel tone. So maybe the amber that's at the base of this. Yeah, I'm getting that woodiness, a subtle greenness, and I'm getting a caramel tone, which I think is the amber that's at the base of this fragrance. So the complexity is there. Overall, I would say this is a fruity fragrance that is mango forward. It does have a strong woody and green foundation with some silky balsamic and caramel feeling tones at the base as it starts to dry down. And those tones really come through on the skin. All of the complexities I feel really shine on my skin versus the tester strip. As this fragrance starts to dry down, the mango definitely sticks around. So it's been about 10 minutes or so since I've sprayed it on my skin and the mango is still sticking around, which I love. I get kind of sad when fragrances have an opening note that I really enjoy, and by the time the fragrance dries down, the opening note is gone. The mango in this one is still present as the fragrance begins to dry down. And while I still have to wait for this fragrance to macerate a little bit to share some more thoughts on performance with you, I can tell you this one smells absolutely gorgeous, and this one is one I would consider unisex. So anyone can wear this fragrance. I think this will smell amazing on anybody. It is definitely straight down the middle, unisex. It is very fruity, but it also has those woody and subtly green tones on the dry down, but not to worry, those tones don't overtake the fragrance, at least not right now. They don't. I think they just support the fragrance, give it a robustness and give it some complexity. So yes, those are my thoughts on this new fragrance by Lattafa called Opulent Dubai. This is a 3.4 fluid ounce bottle that retails for around $34-$35. That's how much I paid for it, and I purchased it off of Amazon, and it arrived in about 3 days. I do have Amazon Prime, so getting it was pretty hassle-free, and I'm really happy with the packaging. I'm happy with the scent. Per usual, I will definitely be back to share more of my thoughts on this fragrance as it matures or macerates, so stay tuned for updates on this one. This is one though that I think I'm going to be enjoying all summer long because of the mango. Of course, I love a good mango note. I'm a Caribbean girl, so I love a good mango note, but also because of how luxurious this one smells. It smells very opulent, like the name would imply. So yes, y'all, stay tuned for more of my thoughts on Opulent Dubai by Lattafa. So I'm pausing the video really quickly here to give you all an update. I realized as the day progressed that this is the kind of fragrance I can go nose blind to. I left the room I was filming in to go get dinner started. When dinner was all done, I walked back into the room and realized this fragrance was still filling the room. The room smelled like I had just sprayed this fragrance. So the sillage is incredible. It sits in the air, it lingers, and people will definitely know that you were in a room. This fragrance also smelled a little bit greener the longer I had it on my clothes. Editing Ker-leen here. It is the next day. I wore this fragrance to a pop-up Pilates class today, and when I tell you it was projecting, it was projecting. What I love about this fragrance and what's so different is the projection is a soft projection, and I think it's more so the sillage. I think this has an incredible sillage so that it creates this really far-reaching scent bubble without doing too much, and people can smell you. I got a compliment on this today. I had to literally type in the name of the fragrance into another girlie's phone. I'll definitely be back with more updates in a future maceration update video. If you are still here and you enjoyed the video or you found it helpful, don't forget to give it a like on your way out because that helps my channel continue to grow and reach other fragrance lovers like ourselves. If you love fragrance content, I make quite a bit of it on this channel and I would love to have you join the family. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button and also be sure to turn on your notifications so you never miss another video. So friend, per usual, I wanted to leave you with a thought before you click off of this video. And this was sort of an epiphany moment for me in the last several years, but even more so the last couple of years. And this epiphany was that the more I lean in to becoming the best version of myself, to improving myself in various aspects, whether it be getting closer to God, building my relationship, reading my word more, treating my temple better, so taking care of myself health-wise, eating better, building out a workout regimen that works for me, just getting stronger and better physically, being a better member of the various relationships in my life. So whether that be with my husband, my children, my family, my friends, so really just working to improve all of the various aspects of my life. It wasn't until I started doing that my purpose began to become more clear. If you're watching this video today and you're not quite sure what your purpose is, you're not quite sure what you're supposed to be doing in this life, you're not quite sure what God is calling you to do, the first step is becoming everything that He created you to be. And what I mean by that is working on improving yourself in various aspects and really living up to your fullest potential. When you begin to take steps in that direction, then your purpose will become clearer. Different pieces of that puzzle will start to come together and fit together nicely. And in my experience, things will become more and more clear the further along you get in that improvement journey. I hope that that encourages you. I know that that's something that I'm personally living right now. And so I will definitely be over here doing the exact same thing. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one very soon. Bye!